I was just looking at my little glitters. Come through, glitter.
Whatever.
I'm on live, Jay.
Me too. I'm always live.
You live too?
I'm always live.
I tried to send you a message. Is y'all phone system down too?
You down? I'm going up.
Because ours is. Let me see if it's working now. Because it wasn't working earlier. The whole Metro and T-Mobile thing down all over the world.
No. Well, I don't think they're on Metro or T. I think they got a landline.
Yeah, it's probably still not up yet. Because even Hakeem is off. I think he has. Because Sprint was off too. Hey, Beautiful Magic. Hey, Shamar. Hey, KK. Hey, Deborah. Um, a lot of the phone carriers were offline. So were any of you guys off? Okay, Lola. Where are you located? What state are you in, Lola? Hey, Blessed Goddess. Hey, Deborah. Did I say Deborah? Hey, Rise of Divine Feminine. What if you guys are offline, can you tell me what states you're in? Because I'm in California and the T-Mobile, they did issue a statement here. They didn't say when it was coming back, but they did issue a statement and say that they were offline. T-Mobile, Sprint, Metro, a whole bunch of carriers um, were offline. Okay, hold on, Christopher. I'm gonna get to you. Let me let I'm gonna drop my banner first. Let me see. Okay. Now after we get into this whole situation, I'm going to click on the private chat and see if only the members can see, just to see, not right now. I just want to see if it's working and see if just the members will be able to see the private chat and how that works. So we're going to do that towards the end of the broadcast. So some of you guys that are members kind of stay to the end. Like if you have to leave and come back, that's fine. But I need the members to be here towards the end of the chat so I can see if when I click on private chat, will just you guys get a chance to see it. I want to see how that works. So we're going to do that later. So why didn't get all this stuff before I got on here? Hold on a minute, y'all. You not going outside right now? Where you going? You definitely can't go outside right now. I just got online. You don't have to wait, dude. You should sit there earlier. Okay. So, I have a question for everyone that is here. If you work with the orishas and your ancestors, have you been talking to your ancestors? Okay, I feel like this eyelash is falling off already. Is it? No, it's still on. Okay. Have you been have you been talking to your ancestors about what is going on right now? Have you like each time an incident occurs, are you going to your ancestors? Are you telling them, what's going on? Are you asking them for guidance? The people that work with the orishas, are you going to the orishas? telling them what is going on, or do you feel like, in a sense, like I feel, like the Orishas know what's going on? That's just like telling God what is going on. They know what's going on. They see everything that is going on. They know what's happening. So, are you at a point now? Because I had said earlier, kind of let's stand down and kind of, wait this out, wait until all of the anger and aggression and stuff starts to subside before we really go into thinking about how we, as a collective group of spiritually minded people, how we want to handle this situation. So, did I ask a question in there somewhere? I think I did. I think the question was, are you talking to your ancestors about what's going on? And are you at a point now where you are going to the Orishas, telling them what's going on and asking them to do something about it? And do you feel like you are in a position to go to the Orishas and tell them what they should and should not be doing? That's part of my problem. When people ask me, should we be telling the Orishas what's going on, or should I be asking the Orishas to do this? Do you have authority, for one, to go to the Orishas and ask them? Do the Orishas know you, for one? Because just because we're Black does not mean that the Orishas know us. Have you been formally introduced to the Orishas? Because just like in Christianity, and you had to be formally baptized in front of the whole congregation, in front of the whole church, you had to go up there and go through the proper procedures to become a member of the church. It is the same way with the Orishas. So, do you have the right? Do you have the right to walk into a church that you don't belong to and tell the pastor what he should and should not be doing? These are questions that I'm just throwing out. And if you want to answer that question, I'm more than fine with you. My temper has calmed down, so y'all can talk to me this week. What I do with my tissue? Um, I'm in a better space than I was last week. Like last week, I just was not with nobody shit. Um, I'm in a much better space this week, even though this mess has happened again, and we gonna talk about that. Okay, y'all know I got on makeup, so if you see me wiping my eyes, it's because I don't know, whatever. Um, so if you don't know, a young man was killed this weekend at a Wendy's in Atlanta. He fell asleep in the drive-through, and the Wendy's employees, from what I understand, it was the Wendy's employee, one of the Wendy's employees that called the police. They came out, and there was an exchange between the young man and the police officers, which resulted in them shooting him in the back and killing him. So, where we at with our feelings? So Shamar said, I try to avoid talking to spirits. I don't think I'm in a position to even attempt that. Thank you so much for being honest. Thank you. Because a lot of people do not have the same spiritual maturity that you have. I'm going to put the um, link in. Did I do that right? We're going to find out in a minute. Oh, yeah, I did. Thank you for saying that. because a lot of people. Okay, Lady Hathor, I'm gonna get to that one too. Hold on a minute, okay? But thank you for reminding me. A lot of people do not understand that you have to have a certain level of spiritual maturity before you just run off half cocked telling the Orishas what to do. Okay? That was one of the reasons why I told people from the gate to just kind of, stand down. Let's see how this situation plays out. Let's see these officers get arrested first, and then we can go from there because there's going to have to be some work done for the trial and all of that kind of stuff. And you don't want to, in a race, you don't want to start off giving everything that you have because by the time you get to the end, you're going to be wore out. And we don't want to do that. So you don't want to come out the gate half cocked and just swinging and using up all of your energy when you can just kind of sit back and relax and figure out what's going on. And I have always told um, everyone on this channel, you do not do spirit work when you're angry. You just don't. That's a bad habit to get into, because when you're doing spirit work when you're angry, your anger will bring up some things that you may not really want to do. So it's best to allow your spirit to calm down, your mind to calm down before you go into spirit work. Because when you're not angry, you have a clearer picture. Anger has a tendency to cloud your judgment. You don't want to pray when you're angry, because you pray when you're angry, you may be up here praying that the person die or anything. You don't want to pray when you're mad. You don't want to go to God or source or whoever your higher power is when you're mad. You want to be able to talk to source with a clean, clear mind. And not, be jumbled up and your thoughts all over the place, your mind is all over the place. Because when I'm angry, I'm speaking for myself. When I'm angry, I do go to a dark place. And it's best not to do that. I try not to do any readings. I just really try to, kind of mind my own business and try to figure out what's going on in my own head and get my situation and myself together when I'm angry. I don't want to put that off on other people. I don't, I just don't. So Lady Hathor brought up the fact that there have been 2 men found hanging in a tree in California. I just heard about the other one noon. The first one I had already heard about, and the first one, I thought it was kind of strange because his family, it didn't seem like his family was saying much, which kind of led me to believe, okay, could it have been a suicide? Because the family wasn't saying too much. Because suicide is real. You can't say that suicide does not exist. But now it's looking weird because this has been the second one. So Blessed Goddess said, I summon up the daughters of Erishkigal. I have no idea who that is. Do you wanna kind of tell us who that is? Because we all are, even though we're all basically interested in the same thing, we all have different faiths. Like we all, look at different deities, or you know, you may call your creator Allah, or you may be into Buddhism. All of those things are Gizmo, Gizmo, Gizmo. Come here. Come here. Come here. Go in there, please. Come here. Come here. Go in there. Go all the way in there. Come on. You can walk over that. Thank you. All right. It be your own dog. So they just found someone in Houston. Yeah, but these other two weren't the other ones in California? Honeybee said, "Thank you, universe. I made it here and I'm mad." What you mad about? Hey, Phoenix. Hey, Moth Mama. Yeah. Okay, so after there were other ones, then I started to, okay, well, because you don't want everything that happens to be, you don't want racism to be your default. You don't want that. Like, you don't want to live your life thinking that someone is out to kill us, if I step outside, I'm gonna get got. You know what I mean? You don't want that to be your fear, to be your default emotion. So you don't want to look at every situation and say, "Why? That's them again. They're trying to kill us all." You don't want to have that mindset, because that's a bad place to live in. Yeah, you can ask a question. Hey, educate to liberate. Autumn S. You can ask a question. But let me let you know before you ask that question. We do block people here. I just want to let you know. So you can come over here and get crazy if you want to. You'll find yourself outside these gates quickly. So go ahead and ask your question. And if anybody wants to, not that kind of question. We don't know you, sweetheart. I have no idea what's coming your way. If anyone wants to come on live, if anyone wants to join the stream, you're more than welcome to. Autumn, I don't answer those type of questions here. Okay. If you want a consultation, or you want that type of reading, you're going to have to email me and you can get that there. We don't do that here. We don't answer those type of questions. There's my email. If you want to get a reading or whatever, you can do that there. But those type of questions where now you can get a card. I can pull a card for you today, but not a real reading, not a So if you want me to pull a card for you, that's fine. And the cards are $5 a piece. And my Cash App is going across the screen there. So what I wanted to do was pull a card in general and see if one of the orishas will come up, just to see kind of what is going on with us. And when I say us, I mean everybody. This is not for yeah, hold on, Autumn. Okay. I got you. This is not for one particular person. This is just for the situation, like what's going on right now. I want to just pull a card and see what comes up in terms of. I dropped a card. That makes me so mad. This deck is new. Hold on, y'all. Because we're going to take these that fell. We're going to take all of these. So we had 3 cards to fall. Oops. Did I lose y'all? These are the 3 cards that jumped off the deck. The 2 of fire. I think that's the 10 of fire. And the man. Those 3 cards jumped out the deck. And I was planning on just pulling one. Just pulling 1 card. And 3 cards jumped out the deck. Now I'm going to give you the book's meaning first. And then my meaning. So the 2 of fire. The 2 of fire is a lion and a lioness guarding the entrance to a temple. The lioness on the left representing feelings, and the lion on the right representing actions or deeds. Behind them, the temple belonging to no particular religion, but devoted to true thinking or freedom to act in the world of reason. And then the 10 of fire. The 10 of fire. It says 10 piles of red hot coals anticipate a test of strength and courage, but also the confirmation of truth and reality, ruling out any doubt of uncertainty. The time has come to show what can and must be. When the truth of the Spirit prevails, matter is not harmed. And Orisha, with his inner saint, walks impassively over the burning embers, showing afterwards no trace of injury, burn, blister, or wound. The trance of his faith are strong, and the powers of the orisha is unlimited. This could not have. I'm not even going to look up what they say for man. I don't have to. These cards spoke volumes. It spoke volumes. It is saying that man, and when it speaks of, when cards come up and they speak of man, they're not always speaking of just the male gender, man and woman and man kind of blend in together. But in this instance, I really believe that it is just speaking to men. What men are going through right now, what they're going through, and the fact that this is going to blow over with men being more strong than they have ever been in their life to walk through this fire and not be burned. All of the stuff that we are going through right now, we are going to overcome. It's always been written that God's people would prevail when things like this happen. And there's always going to be, I mean, even in biblical times, people fought people. This is not the first, 2020 is not the first time that we've had discrepancy between people. Even in biblical time, people were fighting people. In other countries, people are still fighting people. The Palestinians and the Israel people, they constantly at war. We fighting white folks. The only problem that I have is a lot of young men that are out here fighting have no direction. They just out here swinging. They don't understand the power that they possessed. They possess, not possessed in past tense, but possess right now. They don't understand that. So it's different. It's difficult for them to move the way that they should. So this is very, very interesting. And it's also great that this card says that the lion and the lioness are protecting the temple. And the temple does not have any specific religion. Like today I was watching a minister, and he was African American. He was doing a speech somewhere. I'm not really sure where he was, but he had all type of people around him, not just black people. And I think that's one of the things that, we have to, even though that was a system learned to us by the oppressor, to make us believe that only one religion is correct. Only Christianity is right. Everything outside of Christianity is wrong. We have to get out of that mindset and drop those stupid concepts. You can pray to whoever you choose to pray to. And if I pray to someone that's different than who you pray to, you just respect me and let me go on and do what I'm doing. And I'm going to do the same thing for you. So that's why the lion and the lioness is protecting the temple with no name on it. It doesn't say the lion and the lioness is protecting the Orisha temple or the temple of Oshun or the temple of Ogun or the temple of Obatala. So we have to get out of that mindset of my religion is right, your religion is wrong, and just understand that God is in control and whoever you call God is right for you. If I call him God, then that's who I want to call him. If I'm talking to Jesus, then that's who I feel comfortable talking to. If I feel comfortable talking to Oshun, that's who I feel comfortable talking to. Maybe you haven't gotten to the point where you feel comfortable talking to Oshun yet. That's why I don't tell you guys who to talk to, what orisha to talk to. I'm not going to tell you that because I don't know where you are in your walk. And it wouldn't be fair for me to tell you, oh, well, we going to do this and I only want you to talk to Oshun. That would be wrong for me just because I'm a child of Oshun. I'm gonna talk to who I want to talk to, and whoever you choose to pray to, that's on you. I'm not even asking you. I'm not asking you who you're praying to. And if anyone is asking you, you should have a problem with them because you should want to know why. So why question mark? Why question mark says sound like defending faith, but defending what faith though? Defending whatever faith you are, whoever you choose to be, or whatever you choose to believe in. You defend that. Stand on that. I have told you guys, my religious foundation is Christianity. I'm not going to erase that. That's what the majority of our ancestors, that's what they stood on. A lot of our ancestors did not go back to practicing hoodoo, and they weren't into the what we consider now new age religions. They were strictly Christian, and you can't erase that because that's what your ancestors love. That's what they believed in. So you can't erase that connection that they had. And you can't go to your ancestors, unless you knew that they were into, or had a understanding of the orishas and stuff. You can't just go to them talking to them about Oshun if they didn't know anything about Oshun. Like my mom, I wouldn't go and talk to her about Oshun because she has no idea who Oshun was, because that wasn't her judge. Her whole, spiritual connection was to Jesus and going to heaven and, singing old Christian songs. So that's how I deal with her. Okay, yeah. As long as you have faith in something and you believe in something, yeah. So these are this was a very interesting. Okay, these eyelashes. Trying to be cute is a lot. Okay. It's a lot. And I don't know if it's the eyelashes and these glasses or I don't know, child. Okay. So if anyone, did I miss any questions? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, anyone that wants a reading that um my cash app is there. Now let me do one more. No. No. Where? Just say it again. Let me do one more and see if what comes up for these officers. This is specifically for the officers that are killing these people. Specifically for the officers. Okay, so they ain't playing. They are not playing with these officers. This is one of the aspects that Alegua may adopt. Many think that Eshu is one of Alegua's 21 archetypes. His dwelling is located at the crossroads, at the crossing of four roads, which must each be open without cul-de-sacs in the four directions for at least 7 blocks. So it's crossroads, so it can't be like, how the road can't go into a cul-de-sac and come back into the road. So it has to be straight for 7 blocks. It says he is the Lord of the roads who carefully and cautiously listens and attends to our requests and brings them to the high Orishas for whom he is the spokesman. By performing this important task, he reaches a spiritual light covering the direct needs of human wants. So we don't have to worry. We don't even have to, we don't have to worry about the situation. It is already handled. It's already handled. The warriors are already there. SU is already, see, that is my thing. You know what I mean? When I see situations like this, my first thought is to, the Orishas already know what's going on. Let them handle it. So they already know. SU is already there handling these situations. That's probably why it's so much, like when these situations happen, it's so much looting and vandalism because of that type of spirit. Honey, because I'm gonna tell you this, the Orishas are not going to just continuously sit and allow stuff to happen to us, and these people are not taken care of on a spiritual level. And we may not see it. Stop in like I always tell you guys, stop wanting to see everyone's justice. We may not see what happens to these people, but that is also where our faith comes in. To believe, why are you gonna mess with the Orishas and don't believe that they can take care of what they supposed to be down here taking care of? It's okay to get upset. Anger is a normal emotion. But, be angry and get yourself together and have faith and believe that the Orishas are taking care of the situation. So I only wanted to know which Orisha it was. I ain't got to I don't have to throw my hat in that situation. As you take care of it. I don't have to throw my hat in that situation. It's already done. Everybody involved. Um, I don't know anything about a Beetlejuice in the sky. Girl, KK, I do too, honey. When spirits show up like this and show out, just say, you know what, girl, take your hands off that. You ain't got to worry about that. As you got that. I'm like, oh, okay then. You can go on and roll with that. Oh no, it's gonna come on them. It's going to come on them. We may not see it, but it's gonna come on them. This one of those situations where no spirit is, it's gonna get you. You the killer. You kill somebody, you don't just take someone's life and that blood is on your hands and you just walk away scot free. No, that's you. You gonna take that. And there are some things that will cause your generation to be jacked up too, but they gonna get you. You the pappy. You started that. So they gonna get you. And this last person that killed the guy at Wendy's, you didn't see what just happened? So you don't care? You don't care? I feel like Spirit should get him more because it's like I don't care. I saw that, but I don't care. I did that. I don't care. That's the thing. You don't care. You just out here willy nilly taking people's lives and don't care. No, you gonna get punished for that. Spirit is gonna come for you. They gonna get you, and then if they feel like it, they'll get your generation too. But see, these people have probably already cursed their generation with their thought processes, with the way that they already feel about black people. Because you got to already be messed up in the mind to just shoot and kill somebody like that. So that's you. So you've already destroyed your generation. You've already messed up your children with your thinking, your thought process, the way you look at black people. So you've already killed your generation. You went out and killed somebody else. So then that backfired on you and is gonna kill your generation. You messing up your because you had to have already been messed up to just take someone's life like it's nothing. That's who you are as a person. And yeah, you done messed up your generation, your bloodline. You, that young man's blood is spilled on your hands. So now his blood has tainted your bloodline. And so it should be. Since the world is set up not to punish you, you know, they have laws in place not to punish the police, then your punishment should be spiritual. Your punishment should be spiritual. And it should be worse. It should be worse than what you would have got if you was just sitting in a jail cell. Because see, when you just sitting in a jail cell, you're the only one being punished. But when spirit punish you, they can touch everybody. Yeah, that situation. None of these situations are called for. None of them. Not just Wendy's. None of them are called for. George Floyd wasn't called for. What was the young lady's name who they killed her in her house? That wasn't called for. None of these are, but they happen. Yesterday here in California, people were still protesting. The Bay Bridge was blocked by protesters yesterday, and I did see that people in Atlanta are still protesting. You think these people gonna stop protesting? No. They're not gonna stop. They're not going to stop protesting. Yeah, we have to calm down. Um, Honeybee, like I did allow myself to sit in that anger last week because I did. I wanted to process it. I wanted to feel it. And this week I felt better. I was talking to Spirit. I have been having a lot of very, very vivid um, dreams. My mother actually came to me in a dream, which was extremely comforting. And if you know me, my mom passed in 2011. We have had a serious connection since her death. Like it to me, it don't even feel like she is that far away. I started having dreams of my mother maybe about 2 weeks or so after she passed, and every now and then she will come to me in a dream. The dreams are always very positive, very loving, um, very nurturing type dreams, to the point where I think she came to me this time to calm me down, because I had a very interesting dream, and I know that this was from the Orishas. I was getting my head washed by what I think was Yemaya. She was washing my head, and it started off with water. And the water was cool, and the water started to get colder. And as the water temperature started to change, like um, flakes of coconut started to, you know, come down, and the color of the water started to change to like coconut water. And, I could feel in the dream like my entire body cooling down with this coconut water and coconut bath over my head. And if any of you have had any type of Orisha rituals, there is a washing of the head called a rogation. And they do use fresh coconut water, coconut pieces and stuff. And after the dream, after I woke up, I felt so much better. I felt like more like myself, because the anger that I had last week was more than what I was comfortable with. Like it was real, real anger. And I woke up, and the only thing that I could do was thank the Orishas, for coming by and for checking on me and for cooling my head, you know, giving me that bath, cooling my head, comforting me, because children of Oshun, Yemiya is always so close to you. She loves us as much as Oshun does. And Yemiya will come and comfort Oshun's children. Sometimes she will take Oshun's children. You know what I mean? Like I could go now and get a reading, and it could be that Yemiya is my guardian for now. Oshun, could have been like, okay, well, you go ahead and take her for a while and take care of her. It was so real, you know, the feel of the water and just and I don't swim. I cannot swim. I don't like water. When I go to the beach, I'm very careful about how far into the water I go. But I was in water with Yemiya, not like under the water, but it was interesting. So I know that the Orishas are, coming to, I don't want to say the ones that they love because they love all of us, but I know that they're coming and, trying to cool down the situation, especially for the elders, because, we are the ones that a lot of you younger people are looking at for help. So we have to be, you know, um, composed and able to not tell you, go on out there and burn that shit down. Because last week I was on that. Burn it down to the ground. I don't care. I don't. But, we do have to, um, be a little bit more level headed when it um, comes to situations like this. And when I say level headed, I don't mean that these feelings are not going to come up and that I'm not still angry. I am. Every time this happens, I'm going to get angry. But, you have to be able to, reel yourself back in and calm down and take a breath and think about, okay, how am I supposed to help the people that trust me spiritually? Because I don't want to go to my pastor and ask him for help and he like, well, just go over there and beat their ass. That's that's not quite what you want your pastor to say. You want him to be able to say something to help you in the right. Now sometimes you might have to just go on over there and beat their ass, but that's not what you want the pastor to say off the rip. You want him to, give you some other ways to um, deal with the situation before you get to the ass whooping part, even though the ass whooping may be in there somewhere. Because sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. So that was my dream. Okay. And someone asked me, um, someone was telling me that they were having dreams, but they weren't remembering them. Like they would get up and not remember um, the dreams. And how do you remember your dreams? A good way to, if you're one of those people that are really having a problem remembering your dreams, what you need to do is sleep with your journal either right next to your bed or in the bed with you, your journal and your pen, so that you, as soon as you wake up, you can write down what happened. Because, see, if you get out the bed and you go to the bathroom and you make your coffee and you come back and be like, oh, yeah, let me sit down. Now, what was that? Why was I doing it? What was I? Your mind then went on off in different directions. You get up in the morning, because I have a routine. I get up in the morning, I use the bathroom. If if I'm dream journaling, when I get up in the morning, I get my journal. That's the first thing I do. I won't even get up and go to the bathroom. I will write the dream down. Sometimes if I wake up at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning and that dream was heavy on my mind, I will write it down then. Because once I get into my morning routine, I get up in the morning, I use the bathroom, I get on the scale, and then depending on what that number is on the scale, I may be happy, I may be like, God damn. Your mind then starts to go into what the hell have I been eating? And that dream gets pushed farther and farther back into your subconscious. So, if you want to get into your dream interpretation and remembering your dreams and writing your dreams down, you need to do that as soon as you wake up. And the best way to do that is either to keep the journal in the bed with you or keep it on the nightstand right next to your bed. Because normally, if you have to get up and move around and find a journal, find a pen, all that kind of stuff, you ain't gonna do it. Girl, I hate my scale. I hate that heifer. We got a love-hate relationship. I think she hating on me. I really do. I really believe that my scale is a woman and she hating on me. She just hate to see me great. I should have returned that scale and got a guy. I think I ended up with a female scale. She a hater. Yeah, I would be too, Shamar. I would be looking at my pastor kind of crazy if they told me to just whoop their ass. You be like, okay, I got the wrong pastor. Or I got one of those pastors that found the Lord when he was in jail and he ain't really gave up all of them jailhouse ways. You know how some of these thugs they go to prison and then they find the Lord or Allah or Buddha or whoever in jail and they really ain't got away from them thuggish ways, but they still know the Lord and they will tell you, put hands on somebody. But that ain't the type of pastor. Hey, Tina, that's not quite the type of pastor that I want. So, what you can also do if you are having bad dreams, you can sit a bowl of cool water next to your bed, right next to your bed. Like if you have a nightstand or something next to your bed, you can sit a bowl, a little small bowl of cool water there. You can put a quartz crystal next to your bed. When I was going through a kind of rough patch before I got married, I was actually sleeping with the crystals in my pillowcase. Just put them in there. Your quartz or an amethyst is a really good one to sleep with. Also, a rose quartz, a regular quartz, amethyst, or you can triple team them and put all three. What you eat? Because you look guilty.
Guilty.
Yeah, you look like a little Cheshire cat, like you didn't been in there eating everything in the kitchen.
No, you had potatoes and chicken.
You ate it?
Mm-hmm.
The potatoes too? You ain't cutting?
Apparently not now.
You ain't cutting?
No, after what we ate this morning.
Did you have to tell all them
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything about you.
We ain't cutting?
No, I'll cut tomorrow.
Was the potatoes good?
Yeah.
Don't you say nothing. Cause this the lipstick ain't gonna come off. I gotta use one of them things to get it off. The makeup wipes.
Oh, I'm gonna have to use that thing.
Huh?
I'm gone.
It ain't nothing on you, boy.
I'm gone.
Okay, call me later. Well, you probably ain't gonna be able to because the phones ain't working. Okay, love you. Yes, normal scales. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all calm down, okay? That was a joke. Do y'all not understand? Y'all new people don't know me. That was a joke, okay? Don't throw your scales out the window. I just hate my scale, okay? Maybe maybe you at the weight where you want to be and your scale ain't hating on you. My scale hating on me. That's my me and my the relationship with my scale. But what I'm saying is don't get distracted in the morning. The scale is a easy distraction for me because I'm fighting my weight. So that scale is a distraction. So you get up in the morning, maybe cooking is a distraction for you. Maybe the kids are a distraction. Maybe your dog is a distraction. Like mine. He gone. He gone, dude. You late. He gone. He went to work. He went back to work. Um, Maybe your pets are a distraction because you have to get up in the morning and take them out for a walk. What I'm saying is, if you want to get your dreams out, you want to write out your dreams, you have to do it when you first wake up, when your mind is freshly on the dream and not distracted by your day. Did I get that out a little bit better? Did you understand that? There have been times when I have slept with my journal in the bed with me, next to the bed. Make sure I have the journal, a pen to write with, because I may wake up in the middle of the night and I've had an interesting dream and I like to write them down. Like this dream, I wrote this down because I believe that it is directly related to what is going on in the world right now. And that's an interesting thing too. Like we are in a really interesting period of time now. So it would be interesting to document the dreams that you're having right now, and then you can look back on them and be like, gosh, 2020 I was doing a whole bunch of dreaming, because we all have periods of time where we don't our dreams are, I don't want to say less important, but sometimes our dreams are just trivial bits of information from our subconscious mind. Like I might dream about going for a walk with Gizmo. Well, that's nothing. That's just my mind putting together bits and pieces of the day that I may have had. Where this dream that I had about the orishas and about getting my head washed was very specific and extremely spiritual to me. So you have to write down your dreams. They say hi, Gizmo. My mama say hi. Gizmo mad because my husband left and didn't say nothing to him. So he got absolute. So, you know, um, we have to know the difference between just, bits and pieces of our subconscious mind bumping into each other while we're asleep, and actual messages or dreams that we receive that, are for our greater good. We have to start looking at those things too. And the only way that we can really look at those things like we should is if we're, writing our dreams down and thinking about them, and maybe going back later on and processing the dreams or interpreting the dream. I mean, but that was just crystal clear. Like there was no interpretation for me needed. I already knew what it was. The Yimmy Yah came to me to basically calm my spirit down. Let me calm this girl down because she is out here doing the absolute most. Let me help her calm down so she can get back to her normal crazy self. Because I just, last week when all of this stuff was going on, I just didn't want to do anything. Like I didn't want to do my makeup. I didn't really want to go shopping, which is a good thing. I didn't really want to spend no money. I just didn't want to do anything. Like, the situation was so heavy. And I just really felt um angry. And I think that anger was just really starting to, weigh down on my spirit. And it was just a beautiful thing to me for the Orisha to come to me and, give me that bath and calm down the situation and basically let me know that, everything is going to be okay. It is. You're just going to, you got to keep going. You have some other things now that, are really important to you. We did this weekend go and look at some townhomes, and that's the number one thing in my life right now is finding a house that me and my husband both agree on. And uh, this weekend was a no go. The places that we looked at were in great areas, very nice neighborhoods, very nice neighborhoods with no parking, none whatsoever. And then we saw a 5-bedroom house on a corner lot that had been reduced like some $4,000 or something. Like that's really not a lot, but the place was really cheap, but it looked like a damn barn. I mean, oh my god! Like the backyard was huge. It was a huge backyard, a nice front yard, but the house looked like a damn barn. And I'm not joking. It just looked like a square flat, even though barns are not really square. Huh? Yeah, they square, but at least they got this. This place was just flat. Oh, it was so ugly. That's probably why it was so cheap for a 5-bedroom house. I didn't even want to look on the inside because the outside was just like, God. So, um, I really didn't think it was gonna be this difficult. I was finding a house. I was dreaming when I wrote this. Forgive me if it goes astray. Dun, 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 dun. When I woke up this morning, thought this morning was Judgment Day. That's what it been seeming like. Journaling is so refreshing to me. It gives you the opportunity to reflect and appreciate where you come from and where you want to go. I have been journaling since I was 10 years old. And I started because of a book. Was a book called Dear Diary? What was this book called? What was this book called? This was back, it had to have been in the 70s. I don't think that's it. I can't remember what the name of it was, but um, I know I was like really young, and the book was like about a girl that was writing in her diary. She was writing in her, yeah, diary. I was about to say journal. And that was how I got started. I read the book, and then I was like, oh, went told my mom, oh my God, I gotta have a diary like this little girl so I can write in my diary. And my mom got me one. It had a little lock on it and everything. Oh my God, I thought I don't know who I thought I was. I just thought I was somebody special because I had this little diary with a lock and it had a little key and everything. Oh, I think that's like a little girl's, first big thing. So I just kept going. I just kept going. I have been journaling since I was young. And when you're young, you just writing about dumb stuff that happens on the playground and everything. And, just to see how my journaling has progressed. I mean, just to look back on some of the things that happened to me just last year, or some of the feelings that I had last year, or some of the art journaling that I did last year is interesting. So, um, journaling is one thing that I have always pushed um, to you guys. I still can't make a call. I can't either. I can't either. It's still not working. Did my eyelash just fall off? Lord! Oh no, it's still on there. I got on my magnetic eyelashes, and for some reason, they don't feel like they on there too tight. Yeah, I mean, I was super happy when my mama gave me my first um diary. I didn't start calling it a journal, I don't think, until I was older. Let me see. It is so windy. It's super windy. Yeah, I don't know what the name of that book was. I wish I could find it though, because I want to give it to my granddaughter. I'm gonna have to ask one of my friends that went to school with me. Who do I know that went to elementary school with me? Like, y'all not gonna believe that this weekend, yesterday, was my 38th and high school graduation anniversary. I've been out of high school 38 years. 38 years I've been out of high school. That's a blessing. I ran away from an ass whooping. Who's gonna whoop you, girl? Girl, the same thing happened to me. So I had wrote in my journal that it was a new boy in my school and he was cute. And that's about as far as I went. I didn't, I was just like, he cute. And honey, my mama saw that and she was like, who cute? Oh, so you out here thinking boys cute? I was like, why are you reading to myself? Why are you reading my journal to myself? Those words did not words back then to my mama knew how to keep themselves stay in there. Don't come out here. Don't say it out loud so Lucille can hear you. And so, my mom was like, you don't need to be out here looking at these boys and all this kind of stuff and blah, blah, blah. So then I started hiding. Um, don't play with me because I will, if I have to dig a hole and put it in there, I will. So I started hiding the journal the diary, because I told my friend that my mama had found my diary and she got heck of mad at me and she was like, girl, hide it. Me and my friends, I was like, because, I hadn't even thought of that. So I started putting it in different places in my room, hoping that she didn't find it. But some stuff I just, got smart enough to keep to myself and just wouldn't put it in there. Yeah, girl. Um, I like the magnetic lashes, but I like the ones I don't particularly like the ones with the liquid, excuse me, eyeliner because I guess because I have hooded eyes, you gotta kind of like keep your eyes like this until it dry, because if you like blink or move too much or whatever, then you gonna mess up your eyeshadow. So I didn't like that. This is the gel where you just put it on with a little brush and then stick the lashes to that. I like that application much better than the liquid liner application. But I don't know if it's the um foundation that's making my eyes water or the I don't think it's the eyelashes because I've worn them before and my eyes didn't um get irritated. You just have to make sure that when you take them off, you clean around your eyes really good. That's the only thing. It is like messy coming off because the gel stuff that you use to put the eyelashes on is kind of thick. So the cleanup is a lot. That's the only thing I don't like. But I do like the magnetic lashes. They are much easier to put on than the glue lashes. Much easier for me to put on because I can't do that glue. Yeah, I saw that. I saw. Um, okay, Moth Mama. Um, am I what? Momo, am I what? I saw Barbara Streisand gave George Floyd's daughter stock in Disney. You know, it, so didn't every person that was killed by the police, didn't they all have kids? And was she the only, she wasn't the only child of George, right? She wasn't his only child, was she? Okay, I'm being the devil's advocate now. I'm not saying it's, this wasn't a good thing for her to do. It was a blessing. But everyone that has been killed by the police left children, right? Am I wrong? I think these are kids. Wait a minute, girl. I got the box right here. See, I'm about to lie. Wait, hold on. Maybe I'm not. Oh yeah. Yes. They I think it just fell off. Did it fall off, girl? No, it didn't. I don't know how much if I put enough. Hold on, let me fall off. I think they just keep hitting my glasses because they are super long. So it is, I think they're hitting my glasses, and that's why I think they're falling off. It is the Kiss. Uh, and I didn't use this magnetic stuff. I'm going to show you what I used in a minute. But these are the Kiss lashes. Do these have like a number or something on them? These don't. These supposed to have 5 magnets. But it is a number, 82750. But it's the Kiss. But I didn't use this. This one I'm talking about, the liquid liner. I don't really like that. I used the Ardell gel stuff. And I wore these before. They didn't even really to me look like I had on lashes. So I wanted to get something a little bolder. So this is what it looked like, the gel stuff. There it is. That's what it looked like. So they give you a little brush, little applicator brush, and you dig in there and you put it on like eyeliner. I gotta clean that off. So I like the gel better than the liquid. Maybe I'll get to, you know, maybe you just have to sit there for a minute and let it dry before you blink. And I think I blinked too fast and then messed up my eyeshadow. And it's a hard cleanup. So I learned a very valuable lesson on how to wear them. So it's the Kiss and the Ardell. So the Ardell lashes were the first ones that I tried, and they were just a little bit too, thin. I wanted a more dramatic lash. Like if I'm gonna wear lashes, I want you to see that I got lashes on. So, oh, thank you. I had some yellow ones like this too. I went to the beauty supply. I went to the beauty supply this weekend, right? And when you go to the beauty supply, that's where you get your like ethnic kind of earrings. And they had earrings that was like big old dollar bills and earrings that said boss bitch and stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm not there. That's not where I am. I'm not gonna be walking around with earrings that say boss bitch and big old dollar bill, earrings and stuff. I mean, it was so ghetto. I mean, I know that, a lot of these beauty supplies do be having them super ghetto earrings. I was looking for, like some Africa or some ox or, something like that, but they didn't really have any at the beauty supply that's not too far from where we live. So I'm gonna have to go look for another one. I did end up getting the ones that you were talking about, Kay, but I think I got the wrong ones because they look teeny tiny looking. But my own eyelashes, let me shut up and just put them on and see what they look like. But they do look kind of small. Like you're not going to be able um to see them. I'm gonna show them to you tomorrow. The ones that I ordered from, and I think I ordered them from the Kiss when you was talking about them. I think I ordered them from the Kiss um website. I should do a video and just show all of my lashes because I do have a collection. I do have a few different lashes and stuff. So I should do a video and put on some lashes and then show some of my other lashes. I might do that tomorrow. Yeah, try the magnetic ones. I like them. I really do. I like them much better than is the ring you're wearing, Jade. No, this is that. It's a aquamarine, and this is, what do they call these? A fairy crystal or something. Where it's not a rose quartz. I think these are called fairy crystals. I think they're called fairy crystals because they're like I think they add paint to them. So it's not a rose quartz like it's been dyed to give like an illusion. Can you kind of see? There it is. There it is. Like that rainbow. I think they add some type of dye to the crystal, but this is an aquamarine. And I made these. I do make these rings. I mean, I'm not the best ring maker yet. I'm still learning. But yeah, I did make these. And I like it. I mean, it's noticeable. Every time I wear it out, people always ask me where I got it from, and I'll be like, "Oh, I made it," but I ain't ready to like really make one for people yet. But try the Oh, you got to use like 5 of those little tiny ones per eye. I was wondering, like, how many of those was I supposed to put on? Cause they real little. Okay, I'm gonna try them. I'm gonna try it and see. I gotta try those. Maybe I'll try those tomorrow. So I'm gonna get off here and take Gizmo um out to use the bathroom. I don't think it's raining. It's just ugly. It's been weird looking all day. And windy. So we haven't been out that much. Girl, I'm out here trying. I'm out here trying, girl. I'm out here trying. I think they look cute on me. I do like them. I just have to get used to putting them on. I had so much fallout. Okay. So let you guys, so I use this palette today. And it's the first time I used it. So I have the one of like this dark shade on, and then the one next to it, and then this one down here. And then I put like a little bit of the glitter and some of this. It is so much fallout. And I had already put on my foundation. That's why people be like, do your foundation after you do your eyeshadow. But I didn't because I was looking crazy about the face, and I just went on and put my foundation on, and I had so much fallout. I wasn't even trying to get it off. I was just like, you know what? It is what it is. I'm still learning. I'm still learning. I ain't never told nobody that I knew what I was doing, but my eyes is cute. Look at that. The eyes turned out cute. You're not really getting the full effect of that glitter. My eyes turned out real cute. That's a cute little palette. I'm thinking, this summer I'm gonna be out here looking cute. Do you hear me? But I'm gonna take a picture in this look, and I'm gonna tag ColourPop, and they better put me on their website. Don't be trying to don't be ageist, ColourPop. You're gonna have to put some older people on your website too, because the young people ain't the only ones out here being cute. So I'm sure gonna take a picture. I'm gonna try to do a low sultry eye. I'm gonna take a picture and upload it and tag them. Like, I should have had my husband take the picture. Y'all got anything to say before we leave? I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't get too caught up in what's going on, y'all. You know. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna check it when I get off here. Um, make sure you're taking time for yourself. Get your journal, do your journal work, take a bath. Maybe I'll, tomorrow again talk about how to take a spiritual bath, because we should be doing that more regular now, especially with everything that is going on. A spiritual bath is extremely important. So maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow. I appreciate everybody that came to the live. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because you didn't have to be here. You could be anyplace else but here. But you chose to spend this hour and 33 minutes with me. And I appreciate that. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you guys. Bye. Say bye, Gizmo. You want to say bye? He ain't coming, as usual. All right, y'all. Bye.